Welcome back to the show, everybody. It's a lovely Sunday morning, and I have some very special guests with me. I'm very excited about having Tara Novak from, of course, the EagleArts and everything else that goes on over there between the murder mysteries and art space and art walk. And you've been here before, so everybody can recognize Tara. And with her is William Pica. Okay, so William is going to be talking about the piano that you guys unveiled this week. Yep. I just want to say something about William. William, you're the most talented person I've ever met. He's opera and classical music, and it's just divine. So I just wanted to put that out there because I see just this an incredible future for you coming about, and I just know that's going to happen.
Well, I'm very flattered. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. I was in the play Tony and Tina's with William.
And that was great fun. That was
so much fun. And that's where I learned that you had opera talent, because I had to sing some ridiculous song in Spanish, and I didn't know it. And then I asked him how it really sounds. I was like, butter.
Santa Lucia, yeah.
Santa Lucia. He even says it better than I say it.
Yeah, you know, walking back, we'd sing, you know, we'd do
but it's just incredible, and I know that you have been in music for basically your whole life. You've told me you've known William since kindergarten.
Yeah.
So tell me what happened last week. I really want to hear all about this exciting unveiling of this piano and who painted it and where it all comes from, because I know you used to have an old piano out there.
Yeah, we had a piano a couple years ago that we had a college student paint, and we put it out on the street. And,
nice.
And everybody loved it, but it did get beat up pretty fast. So we were offered another piano through EagleArts nonprofit down in Eagle, and we're stationed at Art Space on Broadway. And Nikki, this local down in Eagle, she donated the piano to us, and so we collected funds, and we got some grant money from town of Eagle, and we decided to have it on, do another one on Broadway, and so we awarded Elke Wells, is a local artist. She's a Vail Valley Art Guild member.
Nice.
We had her paint the piano in pretty much whatever design she chose. And she went over the top with a big top. So she did it in kind of a big top circus design, and she even went so far as to cover the seat with sunbrella fabric that matches with black and white stripes. And so it's red and white striped and black and white striped with, the Harlequin diamonds down the side, and a cool mural on the back of it that we cover with. We cover the back with artist canvases,
nice,
so that it can be, so that we protect the innards of the piano, but yet it still doesn't buffer the sound too much. And then the artist is able to paint the back of it, and so she painted it. It's so bright and happy and really inviting, and so we were able to also purchase proper caster wheels for it, and a cover.
Nice.
And so, everybody's all scared about it being out on the street and getting weathered. But it's going to happen. It's a community piano.
That's what it does.
And that's what happens with this type of artwork, is that it's temporary.
Sure.
And so it's okay.
Well, we were showing pictures of it while you were chatting. We saw a few pictures of it, and it doesn't do it justice, you guys. You have to go down to Eagle to see it in person.
Right.
It's just bright, it's brilliant, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And anybody can just go on up and play away.
Yeah, so we revealed it last Friday, on the second Friday of the month. And we invited a whole bunch of our followers from, art walks and art space and whatnot to come down and enjoy it. So we rolled it out onto the corner of 2nd and Broadway, and I invited some students to come down and
William, one of them,
and play it. And so we had a handful of young adults come down and share their talents with us. And
that's amazing.
You might be showing some of them.
Yeah,
and,
we were showing.
And so we had a bunch of people that came out and to enjoy it, and it was fantastic. And William was our
the main event.
The main event.
Well,
he was
I heard
the headliner.
Yeah, I heard that everybody, when you were playing, just stopped what they were doing and all just gathered around and just were watching in awe.
It was sort of similar to that.
Does that feel good?
Oh, it felt great. I love it. That's why I do it.
What did you play?
So I played some Chopin here and there, you know, some nocturnes, some mazurkas.
You know, the stuff we hear every day.
With no
Oh, yeah.
sheet music, no
What?
less.
It's all in your head.
But
Yeah.
and then I played an excerpt from the Polonaise in A flat by Frédéric Chopin. As you can tell, I love Chopin. He's my favorite composer.
That's so cute.
But then
love that.
I also had a chance to unveil some improvisations in some of my own works, which I was
Really?
really grateful for that opportunity.
So you actually write and create your own classical music?
I certainly do. I certainly do.
My gosh. Oh my God. I know you're going on vacation, but when you come back, will you please come back and play something for us or sing or something?
Of course, I would love to be back on.
We're not making him do it this morning because it's early, and I know that
It
an
is.
opera voice has to really get warmed up. And
Yeah.
you have to really work that out. I've heard him sing, though, you guys. I almost started to cry. It was the most beautiful sound I've ever heard. It was really impressive. And you're young, so you just have this incredible life ahead of you. Obviously, you're going to make your way into the music world and the theater world and everything like that, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, I started out doing live theater.
You did.
And I did it through the high school here. I've been on here a few times, early in the morning, doing interviews and whatnot to promote the shows up at Old Mountain Dew.
Nice.
But live theater is similar to what opera is. It's different every night. You go out, and the environment's totally different. The crowd is totally different. The only thing that is not similar to live theater is the music aspect, and that also plays a heavy role. But
Yes, it does. I want to squash a myth. Because people hear the word classical or opera, and they're like,
Yeah.
you know, they think only hoity-toity people, stuffy people go to that. And I can tell you that that is not true.
No.
I mean, look at him. I mean, you love this. So people of all genres, generations, everything really do appreciate this kind of music. It's not something that's just for, you know, the uppity people that wear that little thing on their face, you know, all the time. It's not that. And I'm squashing that myth today with you guys because it's really something so special, and you just, when you hear it, you just melt away. It's absolutely beautiful.
truly, it's an ennobling art. It's something that allows the higher expression of the individual person who can do it.
Nice.
And the most beautiful part is that you find a place for yourself to enjoy that. You find a place for yourself in that, composer or musician's mind, and you find an identity with it. And I think
Nice. So
that's-
anybody that goes, they might be looking at something or listening to something a little bit different than everybody else because they're creating their own fantasy around it.
right. They're
The
creating
story.
Yeah,
Precisely.
fantasy story, but it's so cool because sometimes when you hear the music and it's only instrumental, I can get an entire background scenery in my mind, like a movie play or something. You know, when you get, like if it's a rush, you can see like lovers rushing off a bridge in the dark, in the clouds. I mean, it's just weird how music can really paint a picture for you in your mind. And I really feel like classical does it because most of it is.
It could pull you out of a mood and,
Sure.
change your mood,
Oh,
yes. dramatically, and it can make you cry. I mean, when he
Music
plays,
makes me cry.
when he plays, like my heart just like gets warm, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. Like
It's
and,
haunting
and
almost.
everybody, our friends that also know William were there on that last Friday, and we all had that same experience. And so I wanted to bring him on TV with us this morning and
I
give
just love
him a
him.
chance to express himself and talk about what his goals are in his future in music, because I think it's really important,
Yes.
and that's part of our mission with the EagleArts is to nurture and and coach and give local artists opportunities to shine
For growth,
and
too.
growth, and opportunities to share themselves with the community and connect, and because you never know where this is going to go. And I just, as we were talking about, I'm like, we feel like he's going to be famous
Oh my
someday.
God.
And
I have a whole vision. I have a visual, everybody.
Let's give him this opportunity to shine.
I totally have this visual of him doing
Yes.
one of these,
Yeah.
but with the tails, and you just get up from that piano, and people are like, look, goosebumps, it's going to happen. I'm telling you right now, I do feel like that. I have a question, because for everybody who's watching right now and they have kids that might have an interest in something, Why is the Eagle Arts so important for our kids? I mean, number one, you can end up just like this amazing person right here, but there's a lot of aspects to Eagle Arts for the kids to grow, learn, and get off the phones and just be present.
Yeah.
Something beautiful about that.
With the events that we put on and these programs like the community piano, it allows families and kids and adults to come down and talk to artists when we have the booths on the street or in the park, to be able to show their artwork. We've done, we've showcased the students from, Eagle Valley and from Battle Mountain high schools. It gives them an opportunity to get out of their shell, connect with professional artists who can coach them on how to frame their stuff, how to show their stuff, how to perform, give them an opportunity to have their band or come play the community piano in front of the community, we nurture them on like how to do this. And if we see a special promise and have an opportunity to exploit that,
Sure.
That's what we'd like to do, And
I think
we
it's
work
wonderful.
with Bravo also.
Yeah.
So we've had Bravo Vail a few summers come and do like a recital. So
Nice.
the students do violin and piano
Oh my gosh.
during Art Walk, and everybody gets a chance to see what these young amazing musicians do, and help them progress and give them opportunities to shine. And
Wow.
so that's, there's not, we have a lot of things going on in our valley, but it's one of the things that we really focus on for Eagle
Sure.
Arts and in Eagle is providing these opportunities for locals.
Right.
And, and really being on these shows and, in the newspaper and
Sure.
online and whatnot, and showing off what our locals have to offer.
Well, I can say that you pretty much shelled it up just like that. I really believe in the arts. I really believe in Eagle Arts. And a lot of these kids go on to play with the Porchlight Players and the Vail Valley Theater Company. They grow and they learn and they get acting skills and improvisational skills and music all combined. And it's such a beautiful thing. I highly recommend getting in touch with Tara over at Eagle Arts. And do me a favor. I know you're leaving, but right here, everybody is going to give me a promise to come sing opera when you get back in December.
I promise. Pinky promise.
All right, well, that's a beautiful thing. I can't
Awesome.
thank you guys enough.
Thanks for having us.
And for bringing light to Eagle Arts, and just lovely man. I just see so many big things for you, and I'm really excited for you. It's William Pica, and of course, Tara Novak
Come
from...
play the piano on Broadway.
Yes, go play the piano
it's
on
there
Broadway
every
and go
day.
shop and eat and see the new bar that's opening up and everything else.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thanks
It's been
for
such
having
a
us.
pleasure
Thank you
to
for
chat with
having
you
us.
guys. We'll be right back with more Good Morning Vail right after this.